tonight. From the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10.
Leading the Packers offense out here, the same man who has been doing so since 2008. That's the great Aaron Rodgers.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The numbers for Adams in last week's game. 7 catches, 103 in the yardage department.
And I don't know about you, partner, but if anybody ranks me in the top 10 in anything, I'm really happy. And that's exactly where he is now. Number 10 in the league in receiving yards.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying and carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
And no return from Montgomery. Bring it out to the 25. Now we see quarterback Drew Brees in his New Orleans offense set to go on attack here for the first time.
I loved his quote during the week. If I were a defensive back, I would have wanted to play against me last week as well. He's trying to eliminate those turnovers, those interceptions, and get back on the positive side of the ledger throwing touchdown passes.
Yeah, had 4 of those picks, led to the loss. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 14 carries, 70 yards.
And, partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week to pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Brees leaves this one with Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd and 15 now. Brees. That one complete to Hill. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now Brees on 3rd down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 veterans, Brees to Sanders there for a Saints first down. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2nd and 11 now. Shotgun now for Brees. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 29-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. On 1st and 10, here's Brees. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he picks up the first down. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara.
And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. That's complete right around the 8.
And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. They'll run it with Kamara. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints have taken the lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a field goal that they got 3 points at.
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now.
This kick to shatter the NFL record, a 69-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Breeze now on first down. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's good.
14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing now is Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22.
While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On second down, Kamara. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll check on his status when we get back. Breeze going to try and throw on third down. And he locates Josh Hill, complete.
And the Saints are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they've got 3 tight ends here on first and goal to add some extra mass.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call?
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch? And guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Packers 3.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Demario Davis. A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack.
3rd and long.
On third and long. It's Rodgers. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. He was trying to get it to Benny Fowler that time, and it'll bring up third down.
And 6 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down is Breeze. That's caught the tight end Hill. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Breeze to throw again. The catch is made. Benny Fowler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Devontae Adams in the Packer offense heading back out. The early returns for him, very good to start this season. Interesting to see if he can keep up that torrid pace.
Yeah, when you're talking about averaging 100 yards a game as a receiver, extrapolate that over 16 games, and you're having a monster season. So, yeah, you love what he's doing early, but I think it's got to go back to the offseason, doesn't it? It's got to go back to the roots, spending time with the guy who's going to throw the ball to him, spending time watching tape, spending time reading defenses, and, of course, getting himself ready to play.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
They seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
That keeps the score Saints.
Well, partner, this is where I need the color commentator. I'm not sure what to say about that one.
Yeah, you and me both, my man. Let's just let that one go and move on.
Deal. A 10th carry for Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Over 1st and
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
The left side throw complete to Adams. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
Rodgers now to throw. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Devontae Adams, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
Throwing is Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he is going to have the Packers' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
Here as he's just creating a disaster there for the offense as that one goes 16 yards in the wrong direction. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the... On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
Saints 21, Packers 6.
So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
He's lost the football, and the Packers pick it up, and he's got room. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find some out of his hands. In the meantime, on now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Packers 9.
And that one will go down in the books as just a one-play drive and then 3 points tacked on to the end of it. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead, but coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. games. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
On first down, Breeze. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So first and 10 now from the 30. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Throwing on second down, Breeze. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at the 45.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They run it again with Williams. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that lead is back down to 9 now.
21. Packers 12.
And this stadium is abuzz after that one, understandably so. I cannot believe he hit that thing.
And you can't help but think back to Tom Dempsey. And his record stood for, what, 43 years until Matt Prater broke it? And now here's a new record. And I'm with you. I cannot believe that ball went through the posts.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
46-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That one complete to Hill. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it.
And Breeze is intercepted for the third time.
Picked off near the 42, and he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 10. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good for us.
It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Off the play fake to Kamara. It's Breeze. Now Breeze wants the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Rodgers pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One of the underrated aspects of Davante Adams' game is his toughness. He had to battle his way through injury last year, and while his numbers may have dipped, he was still the number one target for the Green Bay Packers and their quarterback, Aaron Rodgers, and still one of the best receivers in the league. Constantly works on his footwork, constantly works on how he gets away from defenders in order to get open. He's a guy that number 12, his quarterback, trusts implicitly.
So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And last drive, obviously not what checked the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. A busy night continues for Kamara. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. 3rd down. Again, it's Kamara. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On the ground, this is Kamara.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 22-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got this one complete to Felton. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Here's Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want running this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The ball carrier.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st down, Green Bay.
Now Rodgers steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Davante Adams. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Is no good.
And he will step out of bounds. Oh, what a mistake there. And the 2-point try will be unsuccessful. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fought the half. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. And Fowler's got it. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. From midfield, here's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And they will take a knee here.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So he jumped as a safety. You might know a thing or two about that from your playing days.
Well, I remember creeping up near the line of scrimmage on certain blitzes or certain coverages. Never jumped off sides, though.
Not once?
Not once. I wish I had a few times. It would have stopped some of those plays I got toasted up on.
He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Encroachment, defense.
So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want to do and maybe make things a little bit easier.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow. And for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour. And something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense